So here we are in LEGO Worlds. I'm just going to be giving you a basic overview about some of the more basic controls, how to build stuff, camera control, and those things. Maybe if you're thinking, is LEGO Worlds going to be a little bit complicated? What's it going to be like in comparison to, say, maybe Minecraft? Going to be giving you all the information on that. So here we are at the world screen. You can click on the random button to select a load of different worlds, or you could share your galactic coordinates with a friend if you found a particularly amazing world. Make sure though you're putting those coordinates in exactly as they appear in there, complete with spaces and hyphens, because otherwise if they don't have the spaces they actually turn out differently. Here's the character select menu. When you first start, only these two explorer guys at the end are actually available for selection. These are people who I've unlocked. Unlocking people's really easy. It's just who you ever bump into in the game, and then you use some coins to unlock them. Right, let's go to the world. Moving around, well, simple. Just use the W, A and S and D buttons to run around. Sometimes the game focuses on areas that you've unlocked. Probably my poor rendering means that you can't actually see what's over there. Clicking on the mouse button or pressing F does a punch. And you can use spacebar or the right mouse button to jump. Press it 2 times, then you do a double jump. And if you click or press the E button, or the F button, sorry, you do a belly flop. Or if you just press the mouse button, you do a belly flop. Interacting with objects is well easy. Just press the E button. And here we are on our horse, having a lovely time. You can use the horses to like run into stuff and unlock things. And if you just want to get off the horse, you can press the E button. Controlling the camera, also well easy. Just hold down the right mouse button and move the camera around. If you want to reset the camera to be just behind your character, you press the R button, R for reset. So here are some of the tools that you can use in LEGO Worlds. I'm going to show you the Flatten tool first. Now you can see that you get a cursor, either the shape of a circle or a square. If you want to expand it to flatten a bigger area, just press the E button. And to shrink it down to a smaller size, you can just tap the Q button. And then flattening stuff, as you can probably guess, is by clicking the left mouse button. If you want to smooth out the landscape to make it look more natural, like it's not something that you've just like plopped into the middle of the game, then it's exactly the same. Q and E to shrink or increase the size of the cursors, and then hold the mouse button down to do your smoothing. There you go, that looks loads better. And yeah, you can make loads of mountains of loads of different shapes. So what I really like about LEGO Worlds is that the terraforming options are really, really, really strong. So if you wanted to make a spherical hill, a pointy pyramid style mountain, it's all really easy to do. Again, Q and E to expand the cursor option. So you got a massive amount of control over how your worlds look. You can repaint everything in the game. This is one to look out for though, because this colour is actually lava. I thought I was just painting like pretty red and yellow blocks. Then I walked into it, and then my character died, and I lost loads of studs. So, but that's the only dangerous one. I think everything else seems reasonably safe. Try it out. Try it for yourself. If you just want to go a bit berserk with colour, you can just press the rainbow button, and it shoots random colours out everywhere. It's quite nice. And you can do this on landscape, you can do it on models that you've made, or trees if you fancy. I haven't repainted a horse yet though. Here's the free build option. Loads and loads of bricks available for this as we scroll down. And you can change the colour of all the bricks, and you can change the colours after you've placed them as well, using the paint tool that I just showed you there. So let's just show you some of the simple commands. It's click to place a brick. It's the R button to rotate a brick. And you just press it with the left mouse button. Easy peasy. And you can rotate it with the R button. Press space to move the camera up. And you press control to move the camera down. Now these things up here might look like rotate buttons, but they're actually the undo things. And as far as I'm aware, if you hold down control at any time, even when because I keep thinking to do control and Z, then it just ends up lowering the camera and you can end up underground. To delete bricks, just use the right mouse button, a little click, and then they disappear. And what's really good with building stuff as well is that you can actually select whole sections of your model and just copy and paste them. So you click and drag to select the, let's say, the horizontal part, and then you just let go and then you move the mouse button up to select the vertical, and you can either copy or delete. And there you go. It's still the same tools. R to rotate. And there you go. Now here's the auto flatten tool. Now the flatten tool will change the terrain to accommodate either some of your set brick builds or maybe something you're copying and pasting. Because if you see here, if we put this section of bricks just a little bit indented, so not completely in line with that wall, if we click with the flatten tool on, the game will adjust the terrain to accommodate for these bricks. Now that's not actually what we want here. I mean, sometimes that's really useful when placing like a whole castle or a whole house or something, but that's not what we want here if we wanted to build like a pyramid or an obelisk style structure. So we can just get rid of that. As you can see here, it's a bit of a kerfuffle. Press the undo button, click flatten off, and then your auto builds can be, you've got more versatility then. Maybe you wanted to build a castle perching in the top of a tree. Here is the auto build option. As you can see here, we've turned this off, which means the brick firing gun thing will fire bricks every time you click. These can be quite useful if maybe you just notice early on that you've actually put it in the wrong place and you want to undo before the whole animation's finished. Because with some of the bigger castles, that animation can be quite long. Or you can just go to instant build and boom, appears straight away, as you can imagine. So overlap on and off, that's quite useful for when the auto builds are made, because then that means that sometimes when you're auto building a castle, if you've got overlap on, it will just build it on top of whatever's there. So if you want to preserve some of your structures, then turn the overlap off. Here's our lovely skeleton face look, smiling away. Maybe if you're sick of this skeleton face, then you can just change it into something else, make a different character. Loads and loads of customization options, hats, faces, facial accessories, tops, arms, hands, legs, everything. Everything can be changed. Lovely little baseball cap, little cowboy hat, explorer hat, and then all these different faces. Now, all of these are unlocked by, again, like I said, bumping into people in the world. And then you spend like a little set amount of studs to unlock them. There we go. There you go. So beards is under hair. Maybe you want to make Father Christmas. Man, that is one ugly dude. Look at that. Ugh. Again, arms in hands, all fully customizable as well. I mean, you can even put his underpants on the outside like Superman. As you see here, like the guy's actually stood behind a wall, so you can't see his legs. Hence the big angry Lego man face. Get out the way of that wall. And also, if you change the skeleton, it makes your arms white. Nice little touch. Devil's in detail. Or you can just randomize it and see what freak turns up. Well, that was actually quite a good Indiana Jones. Oh, not quite a good. A lady with an old man beard. So once you're happy with your Lego freak, then you can then go off exploring. Here's the props section. This is where all of your characters are hanging out. Any items that you can find, like bow and arrows and stuff like that. Here's the creatures. As you can see, I've not actually shelled out the 7,500 coins for the eagle. Here's a pig. As soon as you click on it, it appears and you jump straight in. Now, some of the vehicles can do special stuff. Like the steamroller, if you hold down space, you can it actually flattens the terrain and lays down a road. As you can see, the digger there, that just digs through stuff. And you can just get as many as you want. No limit. Let's just go mad with it. All of the steamrollers, all the diggers. That skeleton's thinking, what on earth is going on here? Right, so here is the pre-made brick build. So these are builds using the basic bricks that are on offer in the game. So here's a massive castle. We've got auto flatten on for this, and I think we've also got instant build as well. So this castle just automatically appears, which is that's worked out quite well. Now, if we turn auto build on, you'll see just how long some of these animations can take, especially this one. And especially if you've got a lot of auto flattening to do as well, as we seem to be like building a completely brand new mountain here. So I think we've accidentally put this castle in a tree, which is absolutely fine. So yeah, that animation can take a while. Quite a long animation. It's still going. So there you go. Also comes with free skeletons. Here are the actual models that you can buy in the shop. So these are based on actual Lego models. I'm pretty excited about what you could get with these in the future. There's like scope for all sorts of awesomeness. Hogwarts, anyone? I mean, that is massively exciting. So currently some of the items which are used to make this aren't available in the basic free build section. They might be in the future, I don't know. And also the cool thing about this model, I've only found one so far. I don't know if this is the only one, but they come with loads of cool things to interact with. So again, like this car, which I didn't actually realise you could jump into. I just thought it was there. So make sure you look around all these models. Oh wait, hang on, that guy's having a bad day. I've just nicked his car and now he's being punched by a skeleton. And now I've just smashed into his barbecue. He's just cooking a sausage and now his whole day's been spoiled. Now I'm going to steal his post as well, just to rub salt in the wound. So loads of interactive things in these models. Also the lawnmower. Lawnmower is pretty cool because when you press the spacebar, it actually cuts the grass, people. Actual grass cutting happening right here. How is that? And if you don't fancy saving that guy from the skeleton, then you can just jump in his pool and play some basketball. I mean, why not? And I'm pretty sure then all of these things that you've interacted with, you can then use in your own model. Here we're showing you some of how easy it is to just actually get around the maps. As we've changed back into a skeleton, these characters can pretty much climb up anything, and that's all the characters. It doesn't have to be a skeleton. You can see he just monkey barred underneath the flat surfaces and just negotiated his way into a castle. Happy days. Here's the settings. It's useful. The skydive option is quite useful, especially if your computer's a little bit slow and it hasn't rendered the landscape quick enough, and sometimes you can fall into the abyss. So the skydive option's good if you get stuck. It is also an easy way to travel around the map. So I hope this has been useful. If you were thinking, is this game going to be too complicated for you, or is it going to be too complicated for someone who you think might like this? Those are like the basic controls. The best part of this game is to just go and explore and find loads of stuff out yourself. So if this video has been helpful, if you've liked it, then give it a like and subscribe for more nonsense videos. We're going to be doing some recordings of just things that we're doing in LEGO Worlds. Thank you, bye!